Man, happy Friday, fam sector. My audience. Hating sector. I hope your freaking Friday been shitty. Coming in spicy. Man. Y'all know I had to talk about this, yo. When I saw this shit on Wednesday, I was like, what? Cesar Chavez. Oh, wow. Wow. The allegations? Man, even Gavin Newsom, like, man, we shutting down the holiday. We now changing it. We changing the name of Cesar Chavez Day to Illegal Immigrant Day. Cesar Chavez is gonna be mad as hell. Y'all know it's a video resurfacing of Cesar Chavez saying that he wasn't fucking with illegal immigration. Ain't that something? Because I swear through them social study books and all the rest of them damn books that they claim to have factual history in, they made it seem like Cesar Chavez was for illegal immigrants. Man, see? We try to tell y'all, us in the black media, we try to tell y'all, man, the Mexicans don't be fucking with each other like that. If they already here in the States, got their papers, especially correctly, they're like, man, I ain't messing with Jorge. But take your ass back to Mexico. You be like, but bro, that's your brother. He just was born in Mexico. They be like, hey, Vato, I don't give a damn. They fucking up my pay. It's like, and Cesar Chavez was on the same ish. He just didn't say like Mexicans. He said farm workers and shit. But now they got bro on some allegations. Oh, they are canceling Cesar Chavez as we speak. And then we also got to talk about, and I was going to make this like a sub segment, but I was like, nah, this is too good. We're going to make this a main segment. Jalen Rose saying, hey, it's residue of slavery with the NBA. I'm like, damn. That's an interesting statement. We're going to have to hear her out. Because, I mean, hey, I might have a point. All right? Anyway, back to my fan sector of the audience. I told y'all happy Friday. Look, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, the tiny allyship that we do have. What the hell y'all supposed to be doing right now? Now, if you knew, I'll give you a pass. But if you've been here before, man, y'all should have been doing this loudly and proudly, goddamn. Appreciate y'all. Other sector of my audience, I'm contemplating if I want to read y'all stupid ass comments today. You feel me? God damn. And fan sector, they've been writing some bullshit, y'all. I might read a couple of their asinine comments. God damn. Or remedial side of my audience. And yes, I'm talking about the suspected white supremacists, the tethering buffoons, the Sambo bootlicks, and the rest of you imbeciles that's in this part of my audience. Anyway, I think we don't hit past the 5-minute mark. Yeah, we did. If you watching on Twitch or Twitter, I'm shutting it down. You got to come over to YouTube. Kamal Johnson Network. And I'm noticing, hey, you feel me? Some of y'all not only can't read, but y'all can't spell. Y'all probably typing in camel in ish. No, let me spell it. Kamal. Kamal Johnson Network. Hell, at this point, if you can't spell that, if you can't spell them two things, Johnson and Network, I don't even want you to come over. I don't even want you to be part of my audience. God damn. Anyway, like I said, if you're watching on Twitter or Twitch, I'm about to shut it down. It's past the 5-minute mark. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. But if you want to see the rest of the live episode, come over to YouTube, Kamal Johnson Network. All right, let me remove this, y'all. Let me get this out of here, too. All right, we're going to hop into it. Who should we do first? Let's do the Cesar Chavez shit first. Wow. All right. California lawmakers say they'll change name of Cesar Chavez Day to Farm Workers Day. I know some of y'all are wondering, well, why? Because bruh's been getting hit with allegations. Graping out here. Man, one of his was it assistants or something? What was it? Was she the assistant? I don't know. They might say it in here. Got her ass pregnant. Had 2 kids with her. And she was 14. Damn. Recent allegations of sexual abuse have surfaced against Cesar Chavez, the late labor leader, a.k.a. the Malcolm X of the Mexicans. Damn. Y'all know Cesar Chavez was the MLK for the Latinos? Come on now. Damn. And co-founder of the United Farm Workers, UFW, prompting widespread scrutiny. A New York Times investigation revealed claims from women, including minors at the time, who say Chavez groomed and abused them during the 70s. With accounts corroborated by interviews, documents, and union records. It's kind of shitty though, because bruh dead. He can't really protect himself right now. You feel me? And these are all kind of allegations. They ain't good ones though. These are not some good allegations, but damn. Anyway, let's read some more. Dolores Huerta, his longtime UFW collaborator, also publicly stated he raped her in the 1960s and pressured her into other encounters. Key accusations. Anna Marguerite alleged Chavez began sexually abusing her at age 13. Oh, damn. With repeated encounters over 4 years in his office at the UFW headquarters. Oh, man. Wow. Deborah Rojas claims inappropriate touching at 12 and rape at 15. God damn. During a union march, describing grooming tactics like promises of a future together. Oh, man, bruh. God damn. This nigga would have been on the Epstein files. I'm telling you right now. If he was alive, allegedly. I'll say allegedly. Goodness gracious. Additional evidence includes Chavez fathering children. all outside of his marriage and union documents, hinting as a misconduct with other young women. God damn. Bro, it's out of control. Reactions and fallout. The UFW canceled his annual Cesar Chavez Day events on March 31st, calling the claims profoundly shocking. You could say that again. Profoundly shocking, like an understatement. When I saw the shit on my phone, you feel me? And I heard, shout out to the one B, man. He was talking about it too. Watch his broadcast. I was like, what? We gotta be in the Twilight Zone. What the? Are you kidding me? Cesar Chavez. Man, I started reading through some of the things. And then also I watched I gotta finish watching the episode, but I was watching the episode of the new party and they was talking about it. Man, that shit is outrageous. I'm like, damn. So they changing it to immigration. No, it's not Immigration Day. Farmers Market Day. Okay, they changing the name to some shit. All right. And as president pledged support for victims. Democrats face criticism for the past praise of Chavez, including White House proclamations. That's kind of dumb, though, because I mean, like, y'all gonna criticize the Democrats? Like, that's kind of thought. Anyway, renaming efforts. Southern California landmarks like schools, streets, and parks named after Chavez, which we had a school in the town, aka Oakland, named, it was a Cesar Chavez school. I know we had a Cesar Chavez school before an influx of like Mexicans came through too. That was like a pre-warning. They're like, nigga, Mexicans is coming. Okay? It was over there by Fruitvale. If y'all from Oakland, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? It's over in like that area. Man. That shit crazy, y'all. Now they got to change the name to Farmer School. That gonna seem crazy though. You got a bunch of schools named farmer schools, and there's a bunch of Latinos in there. Farmer school. Think about it. They're changing Cesar Chavez Day to Farmers Day. That means you got to change the schools and the streets. Yeah, make a left on Farmers Street. That don't sound too bad. But saying, hey, what school your kid go to? Farmer school? And they Hispanic? That shit seemed crazy. Anyway, got to change landmarks. Now you got to call it does he have a statue? Does Cesar Chavez have a statue? He got parks. I know he got parks. Now you got to change it to Farmer Park. Look at in Santa Ana and in Los Angeles. The rest of this shit is one of them museums out there. They got to change some names. They're under review. In Minnesota, a bill was introduced to repeal Cesar Chavez Day amid the scandal. Are people still going are kids still gonna get the day off though? Cause they redact the holiday. They're like, hell no, now y'all gotta come to school. There y'all go. We're gonna get into this article right here by Jaquez Billard, Fernanda Figueroa, and Haley Golden. All right. Is that too? Let me make it bigger for y'all. That seemed a little small. And I hope my fam sector, y'all, I hope y'all doing lovely. You feel me? My hating sector, I hope you fucking stepped in some wet ass dog doo doo and tracked it in your house, and your house got carpet. Mary Rose Wilcox and her husband marched in fast alongside Cesar Chavez. They helped him open a radio station in Phoenix and plastered their Mexican restaurant with photos in the mirror of the widely admired Latino icon. So when Wilcox's daughter called this week to inform them of sexual abuse allegations leveled against Chavez, she said it felt like a punch to the gut. I bet. By Wednesday morning, the couple had taken down Chavez photos from their restaurant walls. Damn, that was fast. And made plans to cover the mural. We love Cesar Chavez, but we cannot honor him, and we cannot even love him anymore, said the former Phoenix City Council member. Oh, man, I know they hurting Phoenix. God damn. And it's heavy in Phoenix, y'all. It actually, all of Arizona, well, is it Mexican or the red Native Americans? Because they kind of intertwine them, you feel me? But it's heavy out there in Arizona. They got murals and shit all under the freeways. You feel me? On side of the walls and them long ass streets. Because in Arizona, they be having long ass streets. Long as hell. You feel me? But yeah. I know they hurting out there. God damn. He said it felt like a gut punch. By Wednesday morning, the couple had taken down Chavez photos from their restaurant. But I read that. We love Cesar Chavez. I read that too. Many, like Wilcox, are working to reconcile. God damn it, sorry, it's one word that whooped my ass. Reconcile the legacy of a man who fought tirelessly for the rights of farm workers with stunning allegations that he sexually abused girls, and the co-founder of the United Farm Workers of America Union, Dolores Herter. She had his kids and shit. They did the DNA test. It's already true. Okay? Latino leaders and community groups quickly condemned that alleged abuse by Chavez, but emphasized that the farm worker movement was never just about single man. Single man, I got y'all. Chavez died in California in 93 at the age 66. I ain't gonna lie. If they would have said 1996, you feel me? There were calls to alter memorials honoring the man who in the 1960s helped secure better wages and working conditions for farm workers and has been long revered by many Democratic leaders in the U.S. The California Museum said it will remove Chavez from the state's Hall of Fame. Something is never done before. Damn. Shit, man. Hispanics, man. Y'all having a tough time in America right now. But in one of y'all greats, you feel me? I'm going to quote one of y'all greats. That's the Negro problem. Let it handle it themselves. Swap out Negro with a certain other word and you get my drift. Damn. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Some local and state leaders in both parties urge their communities not to celebrate Chavez's birthday on March 31st and to rename buildings and streets named for him. Celebrations of Chavez in Texas and in his home state of Arizona have been canceled at the request of the Cesar Chavez Foundation. Damn, his foundation said cancel that shit. Oh, man. Oh, man, it sucks that this man is not alive to even try to defend himself. But this shit ain't looking good. Hey, George Lopez, you're gonna have to make a fucking statement or something. Shit. Goddamn. John Leguizamo. Bro, hey, you might want to stop worrying about us, foundational Black Americans, and the whole creation of hip hop and shit, and start worrying about this shit right here, bro. This ain't looking good. Shit. God damn. In California, legislative leaders announced Thursday they are going to rename Cesar Chavez Day as Farm Workers Day in the light of the allegation. Damn. California was the first state to designate Chavez's birthday as a day to honor the civil rights leader nearly 30 years ago. In 2000, the legislature passed a bill to make it official. Payday off for state employees and require the state to start teaching students about his legacy and his involvement in the labor movement in California, which they did. Learn all about Cesar Chavez in them social study classes, y'all. All about it. Ain't gonna lie, though. When I was learning about it, I thought he was caping for, like, illegal immigrants and shit. That's what it seemed like. He wasn't messing with the illegal immigrants. Now, the immigrants, he was kind of, you know what I mean? He was for. But he was like, hell, he kind of wasn't for the immigrants. He was like, yo, man, us Hispanic Americans that's been here for a while, we can't have you illegal immigrants over here. Y'all bringing down the wages, man. Y'all cutting into our pay. Y'all, I'm like, damn. It kind of shows you, though, like, if you just, like, look through their history, they always been about, like, not really with the illegal immigrants. So they should have known, like, they were going to vote for Donald Trump and shit. Like, that's a clear indication. But niggas don't be learning about their history. And yes, everybody, white, Asian, Hispanics, Black folks, majority of motherfuckers don't learn about their own history. They don't. Dolores Herter stamped her own legacy on the fight for justice. Okay. Oh, shit. Gotta make this. I didn't like that style. We'll keep it right there. This her talk about the encounter. Herter described two sexual encounters with Chavez, one in which she was manipulated and pressured, and another when she was forced against my will. She said both led to pregnancies, which she kept secret, and that she arranged for children to be raised by other families. Damn. Oh, this is, God damn. Damn. This is something, y'all. Shit. Let's read some more, though. She joined Chavez in 1962 to co-found the National Farm Workers Association, which became the United Farm Workers of America. For many, they were akin to Martin Luther King Jr. I told y'all. What I tell y'all, Cesar Chavez was an MLK for the Hispanics. And Rosa Parks, because of their work advocating for racial equality and civil rights. Herter's resolve and dedication to civil rights, women's rights, and social justice won wide admiration. Some, included a group of Democrats in Texas, are calling for Herter's name to replace Chavez on places that bear his name. They ain't gonna hit the same. You feel me? You gonna Hereda's Park? Nah, they hitting the same. It's not hitting the same. Turn a left on Hereda Street. Nah, I don't say. Chavez, smooth. Hereda's, Not the same. Blah, blah, blah. The New York Times. Yeah. Wait a freaking minute. Heard her revealed to the newspaper that she was a victim of the abuse in her 30s? Now, Herta, I'm gonna keep my mouth. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Some knew about Chavez's abuse behavior, biographers say. Also, some people knew. Of course they knew. Come on, man. Why would we act surprised that people knew? Chavez is known nationally for his early organizing in the fields, a hunger strike, a great boycott, and eventual victory in getting growers to negotiate with farm workers for better wages and working conditions. Streets, schools, and parks across the Southwest bear Chavez's name. California became the first state to commemorate his birthday. And they made it known. Because I'm from Cali, NorCal, Oakland, the town, you feel me? And we sure did learn about Cesar Chavez specifically in March. You feel me? That was when women's month didn't exist. Yeah, I know. There was a time when women's month didn't exist. It didn't. We celebrated Cesar Chavez in March. We did. That's what they taught us in the schools and shit. In March, you learn about Cesar Chavez and what he did for immigrants. Ain't say no farmer shit. They said they did it like how they doing the articles nowadays, right? I'll put us for example, right? They'll be like, oh, yeah, this is for Black Americans. Then you read through the article, they start saying, oh, we're about to help African Americans and Caribbeans and shit. You be like, that don't make, what the hell is going on? That's how it was with the Cesar Chavez with the farmers and immigrant shit. Like, it was immigrant. The headline was farmers. Anyway, Biden and Obama have not yet commented on the allegations. Hey, y'all better comment. Are y'all gonna have the MAGA boys on your ass? You feel me? The Trumpettes, they gonna be on y'all asses. They gonna be like, oh, y'all ain't commenting yet, huh? Y'all on the fouls too. It's like, God damn. Gavin Newsom, he's still processing the news. He like, hold on now, I gotta process this shit. Cause we get a lot of money from the Cesar Chavez Foundation. So how we gonna maneuver this shit? How we gonna maneuver this? How about you do quick processing, like how you quickly finagled our reparation bill in California? That was quick work, you motherfucker. That was quick. You feel me? Kelly in the building. What's good, Kelly? Kelly is in the building. Kelly, I know you heard about this Cesar Chavez shit. Boy. Hey, I gotta tell you, Kelly, the Hispanics are having a bad year right now. The brown side of the so-called black and brown unity, the brown side having a tough time. God damn. Oh, shit. They having a tough time. Oh, shit. Anyway, let me read some more. Chavez was full of contradictions even as a union leader, said Marami Powell, a California journalist who wrote a biography of him. Also, he knew he was on the horse shit. There is abusive behaviors within the union, but people didn't speak out because they believed the union was the best way to protect farm workers, she said. God damn. Yeah, I already knew that. Myron Gaines doesn't want to debate Tyreek because Tyreek already wiped the floor with him along with Sneeko and the rest of his hunky supremacist pack. So he don't never want to debate Tyreek again. But back to this right here though. Damn, they were like, look, man, we can't have the news come out right now. Why is it coming out right now though? Y'all gotta ask yourself that though. You feel me? Why the allegations coming out right now? It don't make no sense. God damn. Oh yeah, let's see what the family says. Chavez family and foundation voice support for the victims. Born in Yuma, Arizona, Chavez grew up in Mexican American. Okay, y'all Google about Chavez. We know about that shit. What does family say? Hey, they're devastated by the allegations. We wish peace and healing to the survivors and commend their courage to come forward. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's looking like, bro, it's probably some strong evidence that Berber did this shit, y'all. It's probably some strong ass evidence because the family not really combating shit. They kind of like, we're with the victims and shit. Damn. As a family steeped in the values of equity and justice, we honor the voices of those who feel unheard and who report sexual abuse, the family said. The Cesar Chavez Foundation pledged support for the labor leaders' victims, saying with the Chavez family support, the organization will figure out its identity going forward. Right? Kelly, it got to be a lot of evidence. The family not saying shit about this. They're like, yo, we in support with the victims. That mean the family knew that Chavez was on some shit. That mean the family knew. But he was chipping them up. So what can I say? We wish peace and healing to blah, blah, blah. We read that shit. As a family steeped in values, we read that shit too. The Cesar Chavez Foundation pledged support for the labor's leaders' victims, saying with the Chavez family support, the organization will figure out its identity going forward. The United Farm Workers Union quickly distanced itself from annual celebrations of its founder. Oh, damn. Calling the allegations troubling. Will Cox, the former Phoenix council member, says Chavez helped people understand the value of workers at all levels. There's two things, Chavez the man and Chavez the man, who we didn't know, she said, and the one we knew the good things he did and the things we saw put in place. And the one we did not know is like a monster. God damn. Hey, man, I've been scrolling through TikTok, man. Hey, the Hispanic community, man. What y'all got to say about this? John Leguizamo, Fat Joe. God damn. Yeah, he did. He died 30 years ago. That's all I'm asking. Why are they having this come up right now? And Kelly, did you see the video resurface of Cesar Chavez basically saying, man, we don't mess with illegal immigrants? Did you see that video in 74? Man, telling y'all, man, this is a major cover-up. This is a major scandal. And for them to cover it up for like 30 plus years, you feel me? It's always lets you know, like, they always got a plan. Yeah, Kelly, there's a video out there where he's literally talking about how illegal immigrants bring down the wages. Ain't that something? Hey, you might have a point. Hold on. Why that shit? I don't know why I did that. You might have a point. That's probably why they're exposing him right now. Hey, it feeds into the narrative, into the headlines. Hey man, my Hispanic bros, man. You feel me? Shout out to the ones that do rock with us. There's very little. But shout out to the ones that do. But the rest of y'all, man, hey, if Hispanics was a stock, y'all be going down right now. It would be going down like how the stock market going down these past couple weeks. Cesar Chavez, Ice. God damn. The black and brown unity getting exposed. You feel me? Mexican rappers, they getting exposed. God damn. Anyway, hope they still keep the holiday, I guess. Yo, that's crazy. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Y'all see that? His daughter worked with Kamala Harris. Cesar Chavez's daughter. Hey, man. Politics is the dirty game. Right? Mexican rappers getting exposed for their racism. Nah, Holmes, I would never let my daughter date a mayata. You're like, damn. As this nigga try to dress like us and sound like us and shit. Anyway, I got to get over to this next topic because I thought this was very interesting. You feel me? And I want to see what Jalen Rose's perspective is on this. He said that, yo, there's residue of slavery in the NBA. And shout out to our brother Jalen Rose. I used to listen to Jalen and Jacoby heavy back in the day. Heavy back in the day. Man. Anyway, got this off the griot. This is by K Wicker. And before we get into this, though, you feel me? I do got to say this right here. You know what I mean? Hit your bro with a like, a share. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. All right. Also, want to become a member of the network. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I always appreciate and love my fan sector, the audience. You feel me? And shout out to Kelly. She in the chat today. I appreciate you. All right. Oh shit. I see in the chat, Kelly. Damn. You feel me? But let's get into this right here with the Jalen Rose. All right, because I found this to be interesting. I haven't read through it, but the headline caught my attention. Former NBA star Jalen Rose sees a residue of slavery in the ways players' contracts are handled. During a recent appearance on a live recording of the Joe and Jada Unfiltered podcast, and a 53-year-old former Pro Bowler sat down with host Fat Joe and Jadakiss and described how the National Basketball Association has a salary cap and entry restrictions after high school, while some other less black-centric sports do not. Baseball, which, by the way, we built up, the Negro League. Man, we was killing the MLB. The motherfuckers couldn't hold a candle to us. Then all they did was threw money at a couple of our best players and then dismantled the shit. Damn. Integration. You feel me? But he talking about like baseball, other little sports that you know, lacrosse, shit like that. You know, football and basketball, all these damn restrictions. That's a residue of slavery because they're going to get money off of you for multiple years for free, Rose said. There's no way around it. Well, now, I mean, these college players get NIL deals. Hell, basically at this point, high school players get NIL deals. NIL mean name, image, and likeness. They're getting deals. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an old hater when it comes to that. Oh, you little motherfuckers. Oh, y'all getting paid to play AAU, you son of a bitch. Nah, get y'all money. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. See, they didn't have nothing like that for us when I was playing AAU ball and shit. You feel me? But get y'all money, shit. But let's read some more. What Rose is highlighting is something many have pointed out for decades, particularly given the optics of the leagues like the NBA, where black players make up 70% of the players, while non-white owners make up around 13%. The NBA also has a salary cap, albeit considered soft, and prohibits players from entering, goddamn with the ads, with the league straight out of high school. Currently, players must be at least 19 years old and at least 12 months removed from their high school graduation. Because of this, many players opt to spend a gap year in college, where up until recent NIL reforms, which I've been telling y'all, they get NIL deal now. Man, some of these players getting paid more than some of the NBA players. I'm going to be real with y'all. Why y'all think some of these 25-year-olds trying to come back to goddamn college? Hell, at this point, some of them people that play in a 37U league, they going to be like, hey, I'm eligible for 3 more years in college? Oh, shit, put me in the... Hey, sign me up for college real quick. You feel me? I'm going to get to the NIL bag. And good. Man, for hella years, these motherfuckers was getting rich off of college players, and college players wasn't getting a dime. I know. Not only through research, but also through my anecdotal life, man. I heard the stories through the athletes and shit at state. You feel me? At this point, good. Get y'all money. They did not receive financial compensation beyond scholarships, despite generating billions of dollars for the National Collegiate Athletic Association. All right. You know what? I'm gonna be professional. I was gonna talk some shit about Fat Joe, but we're gonna keep it professional today. What happened in the game is that it became so obvious because of social media and because of information. It's like we're making billions of dollars. We gotta pay them something, Rose continued. Oh, for real? I didn't know that shit. I didn't know that, Kelly. Your dad coached on every level of basketball? I did not know that. I did not know that. Okay. Damn. So he coached AAU ball too, Kelly? He coached AAU? Or what? Yeah, I think it was AAU out there. Like it's a nationwide thing. That's crazy. That's what's up. Okay. So you know exactly what I'm talking about then too, when it comes to this. You know? I will say this, and Kelly, I don't know. Oh, he didn't coach AAU. Okay. But Kelly, I don't know how your algorithm is set up, but my algorithm, sometimes I'll be seeing basketball stuff. And nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, I be seeing some kids and they saying they 13 and them niggas look like they got a mortgage and some kids. I seen one kid, he did a nice windmill dunk. I was like, God damn. But he was like 6'6". And they said he was in the 7th grade. I'm like, what? Oh, he coached at Howard? Okay. Yeah, these kids are like big as hell. I'm like, bro, how you 6'5" and you 12? I don't know. We got to start checking the paperwork. But anyway, let me continue with this. Comparing the modern era to his own collegiate career, Rose recalled being part of the famous Fab Five, which was one of the most phenomenal college basketball team ever. I watched a documentary on them and everything. The groundbreaking group of star players that included Chris Webber, Juwan Howard. Well, y'all saw the picture right there. There it goes. Jimmy King and Ray Jackson, who rose to national prominence while playing basketball for the Michigan Wolverines in the early 90s. The Fab Five became known for bringing a baggy clothes clad street ball bravado to the game, garnering millions of fans, something Rose, who went on to have a 13-year NBA career playing for 6 teams, including Indiana Pacers, Chicago. Okay, this blah, 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 blah. All right. Man, hey, look it. It's probably he gonna say it, but they didn't get paid for none of that shit. They didn't get paid for none of that. I sit on the table about this for a long time, for 30 years. The greatest trick that the media played on society is that the Fab Five was some dumb Negroes that went to Michigan, he said. That was like the biggest trick, and we didn't have like social media. I couldn't say nothing. I'm like, I'm on the dean's list, and they're treating me like I'm some dummy, and I took that personally. Rose retired from the NBA in 2007, said he's glad college players are now allowed to be paid because they didn't get paid for none of that shit. The Fab Five didn't get paid through none of that. You feel me? Now, they might have had deals like, you know, through like might be Nike, and we didn't really know about it because probably under the table and shit, but they didn't get no NIL deals. They didn't get none of that shit. They had the Black Sox booming, the Wolverines booming. You feel me? Didn't get paid for none of it. But if you notice, the NBA still got a salary cap. The National Football League got a salary cap. Told y'all. Who play in predominantly those both sports? Exactly. Yep. They paid players under the table through boosters. It was illegal. Facts. And if they got caught, usually the coach got fired, the college got a fine, all types of shit. Hey, have y'all ever noticed that? And it's a crazy thing because I'm starting to notice this shit and I'm trying to pay more close attention to it. But if y'all notice, shit that is usually taboo within the system, have y'all noticed that within the next 5 to 10 years, the system catches up to it, to what is taboo, and now it says it's like, no, it's not taboo because they found a way to get paid from it? Think about it, yo. Think about it. Paying college players, gambling. You feel me? Back in the day, it was alcohol. Remember bootlegging? Marijuana. Think about all that shit. They were shaming. That's taboo. To try to drive the price down. Then what happened? Once they figure out a way to be like, all right, I know how to get paid through this shit now. Then they be promoted like, well, it's all good now. This is a good thing. You feel me? Think about video games. Remember gamers? Remember playing video games in like the early 2000s? That was taboo and looked down upon. Oh, you just play video games all day. Damn. Now look at it. Gamers are getting paid millions. Remember back in the day when they was like, oh, all you do is just YouTube. Now news network pundits is using YouTube. Whole networks is using YouTube. But back in the day, it was, oh, you just a YouTuber. You just on some streaming shit. Taboo, 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 taboo. Everything that's looked at as taboo, give it 5 to 10 years, the system catches up with it, and now it ain't taboo no more. They figured out a way to get hella money from you. And a lot of times, us Black Americans, we be the first ones to the shit. Think about it. I just named one sector, marijuana. Man, we was the first business owners of Mary Jane, telling you the medicinal advantages of the shit. But what happened to us? Get in the back of the cop car, nigga. You going to jail. For a gram of weed? Okay. That's 6 years in federal prison. 10 years later. Oh, now you can buy a gram of weed damn near down the street. In most states. Telling y'all. But back to this though with Jalen Rose. You feel me? I get what Berber's sentiment was. You know what I mean? But I think this shit fading away. I think he was just saying shit to say shit. I'm just saying, man. You feel me? Because the NIL deals at this point, it gets rid of that whole gatekeeping barrier to kind of get money. When you're like considered a collegiate or an athlete that's not a professional. So either Kay Walker misrepresented what Jalen Rose was saying, or if this was Jalen Rose was saying, I think he was just kind of just talking to talk. Because the NIL deals eliminates all this shit right now. But it was a very interesting headline. I will say this about the NBA. The product is getting ass. Shit, I don't even watch the shit like that no more. I watch only on playoffs. And if the shit, if it's on, I'm at somewhere and it's on, I'm gonna watch it. But if it ain't the playoffs and the Warriors ain't in it, I don't really give a damn about NBA games at this point. I'm telling y'all, man, let me show y'all something real quick. I didn't think I was gonna show this early, but damn it, let me show y'all something. Look at this, y'all. I've done played basketball for like 30 years. And I ain't never seen this. Rec ball, AAU, high school, middle school, intramurals, college, professional, NBA, WNBA. I've never seen this shit, but look at this, y'all.
I don't think I've ever seen this before.
With his damn shoe. This European got blocked.
With a shoe, no.
With a shoe. Y'all want me to watch this shit. A nigga didn't have a shoe on and blocked him with his shoe. Man, let that be back in the day. Now it's like Vince Carter or something. Alex Caruso, you would have been dunked on. Oh, make it bigger? My bad, Kelly.
I don't think I've ever seen this
Derek,
before.
do you see that?
Jeff, have you ever seen I am not with a shoe, no.
What the hell is this?
The rule.
Was that better? Kelly, let me know if that was better. I'll start playing the videos like that. Did you see that? With a damn shoe. Y'all want me to watch that? Y'all, Adam Silver, are you kidding me? Man, Kobe would have never. Kobe would have never got blocked by a damn shoe. RIP to Kobe. And look it, I ain't gonna be like one of them people, you know, nowadays everybody be like, oh my God, I love Kobe. I loved him. No, I was a Kobe hater. You know why I was a Kobe hater? Because he used to torch the Warriors and a lot of other teams. I was one of those like, God damn, Kobe made another shot. I can't stand it. And he played for the Lakers. I am a Laker hater. Can't stand them. But I will say, in RP to Kobe, I would have loved to see his direction on filming because he was starting to become a very great film director. Hey, did y'all notice? I watched a couple of his, like, he did documentaries. He was doing a lot of 30 for 30s. He was getting really cold with the film game, y'all. Did y'all know that? Kobe was stepping into, like, the film world and stuff like that. And he was also helping out behind the scenes, the WNBA. I would have loved to see what he would have done with that. Man, RP to Kobe, man. For real. But yeah, getting blocked by a damn shoe. Are you kidding me? God damn. That's why I'm not really in tune to the NBA like that. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna get into the slapper of the day before they sacrificed him because he wouldn't Hey, expound on that, Kelly. What you mean by that? They sacrificed because he wouldn't sacrifice Gianna. Expound on that in the comment. I'm not gonna show that comment, but expound. It don't matter, Kelly. They can see the shit right here. I'm showing the comments. Hey, expound on that though. Expound on that. But before we get into the second half of the show, where I open up the phone lines and also open up the stage, I want to play the slapper of the day. And the slapper of the day. And hey, I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? Hey, my show must be getting better. I got Kelly tuning in. You feel me? It's going up. All right. But this slapper of the day, and I just wanted to hear some bars. You feel me? We're gonna listen to some Lupe Fiasco. And yes, off the classic album, Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor. We gotta listen to this right here, y'all. Featuring Gemini. Come on now. What the hell is going on? Hold on. I think it's my caster, y'all. This should be kind of messing up sometimes. God damn. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. That shit. As soon as I start talking about how good my production is, god damn, I should start messing up. Anyway, we gotta play this slapper of the day. You feel me? And I'm gonna read your comments after the slapper of the day, Kelly. We gotta play this right here. We gotta do it justice. We playing from the beginning.
No further furnishing is needed. I believe we are completed. We all in the agreement on the wall.
Let me put it in the chat for y'all.
Scheme over to the crib.
Yeah.
A two family habitat for humanity, with a few of the insanity live. My vida loca was built like Bob Vila, Villa God. He architected, I authored what I harbored. Jimmy Carter from Chicago's west side. Finished my construction, now behold the coming like contracepts. I'm conscious of the content kept from conversations held with the saying on my shoulder, which led to steps that kept me looking over the shoulder like chauffeurs where my angels set. Maybe I ain't Jerry Garcia, but I'm grateful. Shh. Give me all day. This managed to balance, man. Masses call my back without tilting my glasses. This was not pilfering passes. Oh, gee, this just don't me. This mini mansion, low, homie, low, homie, but the rhymes is fat. In fact, just like a Rochester customer, God bless the mothers and younger brothers are hustlers, cause she don't wanna solve it as quick, but he wanna follow in his steps, bang his hat, learn his shakes, mask this swagger in the bathroom, never cop a Chevy, steady mob in his place. Yeah, it's just the problem we face, look his mom's in her face and promise straight. Yeah. Then he leaves the house that love built, that hard renovated, that Section 8 pays for. Well, let's pray for him, let the beat play for him, put his struggles on display for him, cause he gotta go and fix the drama with a different face from the one that used to face his mama. If you look close, you'll see it consists of a smile that hurts, an ice grill, and a trace of trauma. Low bit of his father, another criterion that's no different from a young life. Living in the inner city, out of his mind, living the reconciliation. I'm cool, I don't foretell best. I ain't nicest MC, I ain't Cornell West, I am Cornell West Side. Chi-Town Rivera, Malcolm exercise the demons, gangsta leaning. Traded in this cookie for a new era. Chose the 44 from Waterboard. I ain't accredited institute graduate. I ain't from Nazareth. My conception wasn't immaculate. I ain't master no calculus. A good addition to the rap audience. I backflipped on the mattress. They slept on me, y'all. Without joke, knowing this half the battle. Fighting mutation, have an apple. Shake the snakes. Hit the system, let's get into it. Tabernacle. Just might give me all day.
Hope y'all gigging out there.
We just might be okay. We just might be okay. Just might be okay. Just might be okay.
Woo! That just might be okay. My Lupe Fiasco. Featuring Gemini. Off the classic album Food and Liquor. I put that shit in the chat for y'all. Man, one of my favorite albums, man. Food and Liquor, you feel me? Y'all know Lupe got more slappers of the day that I'm gonna play down the line. But with that said, we are coming into the second half of the show, where I open up the phone lines and I open up the stage. Ooh, shit! I love when this come on when I open up the phone lines. Shit! See, Jack Harlow trying to catch this type of spirit. You feel me? He was trying to get his inner Erykah Badu on. Just didn't work out as well as he thought. Anyway, y'all want to call in? Number is 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Call in *67 to block your number. All right, Kelly. All right, yeah, DM me everything. Man, shout out to Kelly, y'all. Hold on. Let me give my Black American sister. You feel me? Shout out to Kelly, y'all. Appreciate my Black American sister. All right. *67 if you want to block your number, though. Okay. Also, if you don't want to call in, but you want to come up on stage, I put the link in the chat. All right. And I appreciate everybody else tuning in. People that's going to watch the playback. You feel me? Hit your bro the Cash App. I got a pin to the top of the chat. If you watching on the phone view, appreciate you. Send some gifts if you like. Also, hit your bro with a like. Hit your bro to reshare. Most definitely hit that notification bell. That's the most important thing. That's when you know I go live. When you hit the notification bell. Also, if you want to become a member of the network, that's the best possible thing you could do for your bruh. I do appreciate y'all. At least on the fam side of my audience. Oh, the hating side is stinking. Oh, they smell like a hog ass and 3-day-old spoiled hyena meat. Oh, damn. They smell like Indian curry beef. Woo! Anyway, y'all, I got some more to show y'all. The back end of the show. Man, I gotta go on my daily walk after this, man. My back hurting and shit. I know some of y'all like, what you mean your back hurt, man? You look young, ain't you like 28? Ain't you like 27? No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Up the ante. Up the ante. Anyway, I gotta show y'all this. This seemed very interesting. I think these Girl Scouts are on to something. They are on to something. I think this is great market research. Do you see this? Girl Scout troop might be in trouble for selling cookies outside cannabis dispensary. See? This is what I mean. This is what I'm... Taboo. Taboo. This is taboo, but them Girl Scouts, they own something. The system hasn't caught up yet to how to make the money from the shit. Give it 5 to 10 years. Somehow you're going to start seeing somehow Girl Scout cookies are going to be sold within the dispensary shop. Think about it. Think about it. This is very taboo right now. Right? But watch. 5 to 10 years. It might be early because shit's starting to happen faster. Right? So it might be within the next 3 to 5 years. You're going to start seeing Girl Scout cookies in the cannabis dispensary shop. Mark my words. But right now, as you can see, this is very taboo. This is very taboo. But very genius at the same goddamn time. God damn! I wish I had some Girl Scout cookies right now. Girl Scout cookies be good. Especially that peanut butter one. They got this peanut. Now, that one with the coconut on it, that shit tastes like ass. I don't like coconut, though. All right? But the other ones, them Thin Mints, oh man, put them in a freezer. I'm about to say something that people gonna make fun of me, but I don't give a rat's ass. Give me some soy milk. Vanilla. Man. Telling y'all, man, the Thin Mints and the peanut butter ones, oh shit. Now, before we look at the headline of this article, right? I gotta show y'all a clip because when I first saw this, I was actually disturbed because I thought this headline was somewhat true. I said somewhat. I don't believe it until I got the evidence. But I was like, damn, I could see her doing something. And I thought this anime, you know what? Let me just play the clip first. And I'm gonna start making it bigger because, hey, appreciate it, Kelly. I appreciate y'all when y'all come in and help me with my production. You feel me? And so I'm gonna start making the clips bigger so y'all can see it. But look at this joint right here. I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm gonna get demonetized. What is this? Oh my God. Francesca says many Americans from the Black community are outraged by Democratic rapper Megan Thee Stallion anime, which depicts a Black woman beating people using butt and her twerk superpowers. Come to find out, this wasn't her anime. But I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, no. Megan, please let this be false. Which it is. It's false. I mean, the reason why I wouldn't put it past her, though, because she was throwing that ass at a rally for Kamala Harris. I ain't gonna lie, I almost saw Kamala Harris try to throw ass. She tried to throw that curry ass in a circle. I was like... But I guess that's how they try to get our vote. Especially as Black men, they think we vote through our penis. Yes, I said penis. I'm trying to work on my cursing. Because usually I say dick. You know, I just curse. Anyway, y'all see it right here. It's not from her upcoming anime. She said, everybody relax. Because I was about to say, and look at our sacrifice of demonetization for y'all. But look at this. Wow. Anyway, we got more articles for y'all before I play these other funny ass clips I got. Nah, I don't got no more articles. But I do got a couple more clips for y'all. Phone lines are still open though, y'all. Also, the link is pinned. I put in the chat if y'all want to come up on stage and talk about these two subject matters. Jalen Rose says there's a residue of slavery in the NBA. And the Cesar Chavez scandal. All right. But remember I said last episode I had part 2 of our Black American brother roasting some Jamaican bruhs. And I played part 1 by accident. Well, I got part 2, y'all. And it's right here.
You're gonna apologize to me.
I ain't gonna apologize for shit.
You know who I am, right? You know me.
I know who you is. Only motherfucker I know from Jamaica is Michael Blackson. You ain't him, nigga. Fuck you.
He's on my payroll, nigga.
Boy, you shit in the snow.
Wait a minute. You know that's so funny? Because Michael Blackson ain't even Jamaican. That's hilarious.
Man, that's cool.
That is hilarious.
You can't even count right. Talking about a motherfucking payroll. Nigga, you don't know shit about logistics. No nothing over there, bitch. What? You and your homeboy. Where's the teaching? Y'all niggas teaching y'all self in that bitch. I know y'all slow.
Fine.
First, you gotta get your motherfucking passport and come find me. You gotta come get your motherfucking green card, passport, some more shit before you come find me, bro. That's y'all motherfucking problem. Now, when it's time to be grown, now y'all want to be grown so bad, then go provide. Go get some fucking money.
We are the best roasters, man. Man, shout out to our black brother, man. He cooked up some jerk chicken real quick. He whipped up some jerk chicken real quick. You feel me? That was hilarious, y'all. Oh, man. Do I got some more for y'all? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on. Before I get into that, though, phone lines are still open. 619-609-7383. Also, you want to leave a cash donation, got a pin to the top of the chat. You feel me? I'm just letting y'all know that a couple more times because I might just stop saying that. Y'all just gonna see. Y'all see it scrolling. All right. But we gotta shout out our Black American brother Afro, man. You feel me? And air horns for our brother. He won his case against these officers that came in and kicked down his door wrongly, got the wrong address, didn't do their homework as usual. And he made a couple flapping ass, melodic ass songs about their asses. And they tried to sue our Black American brother for defamation. And they took the L. Shout out to our Black American brother. Let me play the clip real quick, y'all. Let me play the clip real quick.
America won.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
Can I make this bigger? No, I can't, y'all. Sorry. Hey, us Black Americans, we winning, ain't we?
Win. America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people. America won.
In all
Goddamn right. Hey, us Black Americans winning. You feel me? We got Afro Man. We got Unk Tenderism. You feel me? We out here. We out here. All right, do I got more for y'all before we get out of here? Yeah, I'm not your typical broadcaster or streamer. Some of these motherfuckers be streaming for hours. I'm like, God damn. You on hour 33? How? The most you get from me is gonna be 2 hours. Shit, I try to keep this between an hour and be honest, 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. If I go to like an hour and a half, I'll be like, God damn, I've been on here for a minute. But I do got one more thing I want to show y'all. What's wrong with our black pastors? I know I talk about Jamal Bryant, you know, being like a weasel. But our other black pastors, man, I mean, hilarious. I played our last black pastor. He said the man was a meat stretcher. He'll stretch your meat. Then we got this pastor right here.
He was on crack. Crack cocaine. And he was a deacon. So we had to watch him when he was taking the money to the back. Sister Good, he told me that the greatest problem in Adventism today is that women wear pants in the sanctuary. He was on crack. He was on crack. Crack cocaine.
Oh my God! Hold on.
And
hold on, I got it.
So we had to watch him when he was taking the money to the back. Sister Good, he told me that the greatest problem in Adventism today is that women wear pants in the sanctuary. He was on crack.
I might need to start going back to church. If the pastor's gonna be this funny. Nah, I went to a couple of churches, man. I don't know. When they asked for my Venmo, I was like, and I ain't got no money. Nigga, you got Venmo. The Lord want me to have your Venmo. I'm like, nah, I don't think God got Cash App. I don't remember. When the hell did Jesus have Cash App? Shit. What? God got a Zelle now? Oh, damn.
America won.
You goddamn right. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. It's hot as fucking hell over here. Goddamn. I feel like I'm in the devil's den right now. It is hot out here in California, y'all. I know some of y'all on the East Coast and the South, y'all going through a cold front and shit, but out here in Cali and in the West Coast, like Arizona and shit and Phoenix and all that shit, we going through a fucking heat wave. Shit. Anyway, y'all, we about to close down the phone lines. If y'all want to call in and leave a voicemail for the next episode, I will play it. The number is 619-609-7383. Star 67 to block your number. All right. Also, I'm not gonna read the comments from the stank ass side of my audience today. I just don't really feel like doing it. We'll come back at it next week. You feel me? But yeah. Y'all, if y'all want to leave a voicemail about these two subject matters, the Jalen Rose slavery NBA comment and Cesar Chavez with them allegations and getting canceled, be my guest. Anyway, let me talk to the fan sector, the audience. I hope your Friday has been lovely. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, and a little bit of allyship that we do have. You feel me? And everybody else in the chat, you feel me? My Black American sister Kelly, shout out to you. And everybody else that's gonna come in on the playback and in the comment section. Y'all do this loudly and proudly, please. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. For real. Other sector audience, y'all can EAD, you suspected hunkies, you tether babbling buffoons, the goddamn Sambos that speak that coon dialect. Y'all just pathetic. Anyway, we about to be out of here, y'all. We'll be back at this when we be back at this. That's why you need to hit the notification bell. so you know when I go live. Also hit your bro with a like. You feel me? Yeah. Also, if you want to be a member of the network, that's the best way. The best thing for me is being members of the network. That'll motivate me to do more exclusive ass content. And not only that, we could do some more things if we got more members. We have more members. But on that note, we out of here, y'all.